Hey, what's going on YouTube? Bear Hears, Bear Delivers. Welcome to my channel. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, a right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Well, as you guys know from the previous videos, I gotta fix something over here real quick on this other screen. I'm gonna be needing that other screen here in a minute. Anyways, as you guys know from my previous videos, I had flown down last week to Nebraska to go to work for KMB Transportation, and they screwed me after just a quick breakdown. Explain to me, look, I've been driving up in Alaska for the last 2 years. Your ad says 1 year OTR in the last 3 years. Can you confirm that for me? And the dispatcher said, yeah, no problem. We can work with that. So I flew down, went through orientation, had my tractor assignment, had my first dispatch in hand. I was just waiting for him to issue my tablet. And that was pretty much it. I was pretty much ready to go, get on the road. Then out of the blue, last second, I get called to the side by the safety manager. He's like, well, wait a minute. You've only been driving in Alaska for the last 2 years. I said, yeah. He goes, well, you don't qualify to drive for us. I said, what do you mean? He said, you need 12 months OTR. I said, I've got over a decade of OTR. I've got over 2 million miles of OTR road under me. What do you mean recent? What do you mean by recent miles? Most companies, recent is within the last 3 years. Well, you said I have 12 recent months. Yeah, well, what do you consider recent? He couldn't explain the rented lips. He couldn't explain what he meant by recent. So basically, I wasted 3 days, 6,000 miles round trip, 3,000 miles down, 3,000 miles back. What a pain in the nicta. So that didn't work. They sent me packing, even though they said I wouldn't have any problems, and I had enough experience, and I had enough over-the-road experience. Apparently, they've never driven up here in Alaska. Up here in Alaska, in a short distance, in a 100-mile radius, you can experience everything you would over the road. He didn't care that I've made trips into Canada from here doing cross-border operations. Didn't care about none of that. So they ended up letting me go before I even got in the truck. I was just waiting for it to come out of the shop. We had a couple minor things that came across when I did the pre-trip on it. When I did the inspection, when I got assigned the tractor that I wanted them to get taken care of, and I would have been good to go. Well, apparently not. So I'm looking at a couple different companies right now. It looks like I'm going to end up going to RTI.
At RTI, we understand our drivers are constantly battling it out on the road, like fighting several different clocks. Like fighting with your dispatchers.
Hey, Tyler, I need to get home this weekend.
You were just at home.
So I need to go home again.
Your wife doesn't even fucking like you.
She don't like you either, but I'm going home.
You're not going home.
You're fighting your bodily functions at a customer who won't let you use their bathroom.
Sir, can I use your bathroom? Please, I really gotta go.
Not my pants, not my problem. Tough.
Or fighting traffic.
Stop freaking rubbernecking already. Come on, I got to go. Are you freaking kidding me?
And a million other things. We can't fix everything that makes your job tough. Our operations department is full of tools.
What the you just say?
That our dispatchers can use to make your life easier. We're not a perfect company. No one is.
Are you serious right now?
The difference is when we make a mistake, we own up to it, and we work together to make it right. We're not able to be with you out on the road, but we'll be right behind you with anything you need.
Are you done yet?
Almost. So if you're looking for a company that will respect your time, your money, and give you the support that you need, come work for RTI.
All right,
Great job, everybody. You think we could do it one more time for safety? You could just said no.
They've been working for the last week trying to get me in. I was expected to be on my way to orientation this weekend. Today is Sunday, March 3rd. It's 11:30 a.m. I had expected to be in Kansas City right now for the orientation. But they had a couple last-minute things. They wanted to see copies of my W-2s for working up here in Alaska. They wanted to see copies of my W-2 from working for Western Flyer Express. Before I worked here, all I could provide them with was a 1099 because I was a contract driver. I was a lease operator. I got two options here. I can go with their, what do you call it, lease purchase, which has two payment options, or I can go as a company driver. Company driver, I think she said it was 70 cents a mile. The lease purchase is like $1.21 or $1.22 a mile to start. And I think I'm going to end up going with the lease purchase. And let's pull up their website here real quick and look at a couple things and use a calculator and try and figure out exactly what I'm going to be paying here. So here it is. Hard work pays off. Literally, our lease purchase program keeps drivers in control and full truck ownership on the horizon, blah, blah, blah. You can read that all yourselves, I'm sure. There's different types of trucks they have available, just some of them, not all of them are that. We do have different ones available. Here's your payment options. You can do the fixed weekly rate or the variable per mile rate. Now, the variable per mile rate, if you take a week off, you don't owe them anything for truck payments. You're only paying for the mileage you're using. Or you can go with the fixed rate, where if you take a week off, you still owe that truck payment, which is the option I think I will end up going with. So the fixed weekly rate is a flat rate payment, no changes, my glasses off, I didn't see that far. No changes, no surprises, based on the year of the truck, with the variable per mile, only pay the miles you drive, unmatched financial security based on year of truck. You got to wait 90 days to be able to get on that program. So for 2024 on the fixed weekly rate, you're looking at $746 a week, $723, same thing. A 2023, same thing, $746 a week, and a 2022 truck would be $737 a week. If you go with the variable per mile, 2022 and 2023 is 35 cents a mile you pay toward the truck. That's going to take you forever to pay that off, by the way. And for 2022, it's 31 cents a mile. This is what they give you perk-wise. Passenger pet, 24-hour extended coverage. One driver manager for every 35 drivers. That's a little high, I think. You can very easily get lost in the shuffle there. You get paid weekly. They reimburse your lumper fees. They reimburse the scales. No credit checks. No money down. They don't charge you a rental fee. No forced dispatch. You have bumper-to-bumper full coverage. And if you break down, they get a loaner truck available for you, which, of course, you're still going to have to make your regular truck payments on, I'm sure. So what they offer for health care, for lease purchase, you got medical, dental, vision, accident, disability, critical illness, life insurance, major medical, alternative medical essentials at $131 a month. The trucks are equipped with smart DriveWise for tolls and scales, Geotab, trip pack. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what Geotab is. I've never used it. I think that's their tablet, as opposed to a Qualcomm. All the trucks have either APUs or opti-idle inverters. They told me the 2,000 watt inverters, 22, 24 trucks available. I was also told that all the 23 and 24 trucks on the lease purchase programs are equipped with refrigerators as well. There are TV mounts in it. The International, Volvo, or Freight Shaker, which is what I end up going with. This one doesn't have a fridge in it, but I said there would be a fridge in it. Got a shelf there for the microwave. There's a TV stand. So yeah, and my refrigerator just will fit in there with the freezer on top of it. My microwave, I know, will fit in that hole because I've had it in one of those before. A TV stand right there. I can mount my TV on it. Just throw my computer up in here. My I'll take one of my desktop computers, a little small mini desktop computer with me. That's everything is SSD on it. No moving parts except for the fan, so I don't have to worry about road vibrations destroying it. Not sure what year the truck is. It's either a 23, it could be a 22. One thing I don't like about it is right here, it's got those aerodynamic fins on it and between the tires, which makes it next to impossible if you got to chain up. So I'd be having them remove that. ED15, optimized idle, and so there's no APU in it. I prefer the EPU myself. Double bunks, 12-speed automatic, cab mounted air, actuated kingpin release, so you don't have to be pulling your shoulder out of its socket trying to release the kingpin. Let's take a look here real quick at their short little video on their lease purchase program.
Have you ever leased a truck? Most drivers have tried, but for most, it never seems to work.
One of the reasons it doesn't work for a lot of guys is they spend more money than they should be spending on the road. Like every time they stop, they'll fill up the fuel tank. Don't need to do that. Me personally, I know my trucks average 7.5 miles per gallon on average. I'll sit there, I'll calculate what my trip distance is. So say I have a trip that is so say I got a 1,250 mile trip. A 1,250 mile trip. Divide that by say 7.5 miles per gallon. It tells me I'll need 167 gallons. I'll round that off to 175 to give me a couple extra gallons just in case I need I get detoured or what have you. So 175 gallons times say 420 a gallon. So I'm going to spend $735 on fuel for that trip. But if I turn around and fill up my tanks, 200 gallons of fuel times $4.20 a gallon, I'm looking at $840. So I'm saving myself. So I'd be saving $105 in fuel on that trip. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Truck payments are too high, driver pay is too low, fuel costs are too much, and maintenance is too expensive. You name it, a driver has lived it with a fleece purchase program.
And I like what they call that, the fleece purchase program. Not lease, but fleece. When I leased through CR England, who else did I lease through? Swift and Western Flyer Express, they were all fleece purchase programs. And in fact, CR England and Western Flyer Express, they were sued over that.
But Riverside Transport's lease purchase program is different. We designed the program with you in mind. With our full-service maintenance program, you never have to worry about paying huge chunks of money for repair bills. Instead, our drivers pay a simple per-mile charge for maintenance.
So that's one thing they don't reveal on the website is what your maintenance is going to be. How many cents per mile you're going to be putting into a maintenance account. I wonder if it's something like Western Flyer Express where all the drivers put in, I think it was 20 cents a mile. I forget, it's been a couple of years. So any maintenance you need, any repairs, breakdowns, or anything like that, it comes out of that account. It just all goes into one general account, and all the drivers get to draw from it as they need it. And it's not an escrow account. You'd never get that money back at the end of your lease.
This covers batteries, tows, your motor, transmission, you name it. Upon completion of the lease, if what you have paid into
this is something else that doesn't make any sense to me.
The program is more than what your truck used in expenses, we will cut you a check for the difference.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, say I'm paying in 20 cents a mile to the maintenance program. If once the truck's paid off and I have the title in hand, if I put more money into my maintenance account then I used whatever's left over, I get the difference back. If I spend more money on maintenance, then I deposit it into the account. I don't get any money back. In fact, I'll probably end up owing them money. So it's almost like an escrow account. They're not calling it that, but I'm thinking that's what it is.
In addition to our fixed rate lease with a flat weekly payment option, our program also offers a variable lease in which you can pay per mile you drive. So when life happens, you can bounce back. With the
So what they're about to talk about here applies to the variable lease, not the fixed.
Riverside Transport's lease program, you can afford to take time off and even go on vacation. Riverside offers very low truck prices, top-of-the-line equipment, and we have various dedicated lanes. Visit our website or call our recruiting team today to learn more and get on the road to truck ownership.
That's what it says here. Riverside Transportation Inc., the most driver-centric lease purchase program in America. Our program was designed so you can be successful. Watch the quick video, blah, blah, blah. And here they even give you a calculator here. So let's say you average 3,200 miles a week. The average cost of fuel, I've assumed it would be like $4.25 a gallon. It's actually East Coast, $4.24 a gallon, so I was close. West Coast, you're looking at $4.72 a gallon diesel. California, $5.25 a gallon. We won't be going to California. But so the average is $4.11 a gallon. I figured this out originally. I said 4.25. So I'm going to leave it at 4.25 again. Go with the 2024 tractor. Which I usually average about 7.5 miles per gallon. National average price of fuel was $4.11. And let's calculate this. So if I stick with the fixed rate, which I think is what I'm going to do, flat weekly payment, no changes, no surprises. I'd make $5,216 for the week. I'd have estimated $3,276 in expenses. And this is everything right here that they're taking out. You get your fuel. Let's look at the revenue side first. Your line haul fee, your accessorial fee, your fuel surcharge. That's what it comes out to. Now, over here, if I'm doing the 35 cents a mile, I'd be making $1.63 a mile. And that's the breakdown on it. 41 cents for fuel surcharge. Or if I do it this way here, the weekly rate, I get $1,312 for fuel surcharge. But my cost would be fuel, $1,813, truck payment $746, FUT $11. If I can avoid New York State, I won't have to worry about the FHUT, physical damage insurance, bobtail insurance, occupational health insurance, plates, your Best Pass, which is for all your toll roads, e-log system, $15 a week. That's about average. Maintenance, you'd be putting $320 a week into a maintenance account. Your IFTA, $41.60. APU, but see, I don't have an APU on that truck. So if I go with the Freightliner, I'm going to save that $96 a week because the truck doesn't have an APU. It's out the idle. So total earnings would actually be, let's see here. 32.76 plus 96. It'd be $3,372 in expenses. Actually, no, I'm sorry. My expenses would be 76 minus 96. So the expenses would actually be $3,180. And my net for the week would be 6. I'd take home about $2,035 a week. But what we're going to do here now is figure out our taxes out. So 5216 times 0.3 for taxes. So I'd be looking at about $1,500 in taxes that I'd have to take out of my pocket at the end of the year. So my net for the week will actually be around 500 and change. But of course, you'll be able to take deductions as a lease operator, things like truck washes, your tolls, your parking, laundry. You can take the per diem, which I think that's almost $1.21 a mile now. Mileage is like 67 cents or 68 cents a mile. Um, your bookkeeping fees, like me, I belong to the OOIDA, or the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association, so I can write those off on my taxes every year as a professional membership service. My cell phone bill, my Wi-Fi hotspot. I write off a portion of my rent. So I can write off $500 a year for a home office. Say I got a 10 by 10 square foot section over here in my house where that's where I do all my bookkeeping, keep all my records and everything at. So boom, take the home office discount. There's a lot, not discount rather. Wow, I'm drawing a blank now. Tax credit on that. Not tax credit, but you guys know what I mean. I said it a minute ago, and I forgot what the hell it's called. But yeah, I mean, you can take, there's a lot of deductions. That's what I'm looking for, deductions. Wow, I'm losing it. Uh, so yeah, there's a lot of deductions you can get that'll make up that money that you're losing. You just got to make sure you know what deductions you can legally take, and make sure you take them all. I'd be running out of probably Kentucky. I know I'll have to go to Kansas for orientation, and then I'll probably be running out of Kentucky terminal, considering I'm going to be moving to Dallas, Texas. Yeah, this little website here, the EIA, Energy Information Administration. You can sit here and see what the fuel prices are, the next price, annual price, regional and average prices will be released tomorrow. And you can see what the changes are. I mean, fuel is still up $1 or 10 cents a gallon over a week ago on a national average. It's down 4 cents a gallon over a year ago, but that's still up over $1 from when Biden took office. Keep that in mind. They don't give too much information here on the lease purchase program. At least they have you a program here where you can turn around and calculate it. Let's take a look at the lease purchase, the company driver positions real quick. Does include dedicated on the road operator. You guys can all read that. Benefits, they got medical, dental, vision, 401k, paid time off, paid holidays, short-term, long-term disability, passenger, pet program, 24-hour coverage, one dispatcher for every 35 drivers, same equipment that I have in the other one. I'm not even going to bother running that video on their drives. Well, let's see what it says here for us where I live. No jobs found, but back up a little bit and click on Texas. Lots of OTR drives. Yeah, see, they have a terminal out of Dallas area where I can do my lease purchase right out of the Dallas area. Nice, 100% no touch, dry van, 22 to 24 trucks, paid orientation, veterans bonus. I gotta find out what the veterans bonus is. Road dry van. Now, keep in mind this is company. It's getting the 56 to 60 cents a mile. So yeah, there's that. So that is what I am looking at jumping into right now. Kim has been busting her backside trying to get me in. I have to use my address in Dallas right now. I do have an address in Dallas. It's just a virtual office for my freight brokerage, which I'm still in the middle of trying to transfer down. Haven't got that done yet. Running into a few issues with the FMCSA and DOT over transferring the business from Alaska to there because there's my business name that I'm using here in Alaska, MP Enterprises, LLC. There's already a corporation in Texas that's current and active, MP Enterprises, LLC. So I'm trying to figure out what I have to do here. I mean, I might have to register it under one name, incorporate under one name, and then DBA it as MP Enterprises. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I'm planning on changing the company name anyways to a 2A logistics and brokerage, or 2A brokerage and or 2A brokerage and logistics. That's all I got listed already. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, here today's Sunday, so tomorrow I expect to get the answer from her. They're still going through processing on it. They had to send my clearinghouse authorization, work records release authorization, W-2s the last couple of years, showing that I was working there. They asked if I had logs I can send them. Unfortunately, here in Alaska, I operate primarily within a 100-mile radius of my home terminal, so technically we don't need logs up here. We're in the short haul exemption. We have a 20-hour workday, 15 hours of drive available to us, unlike down in the lower 48, where they're on a 70-hour week, we're on an 80-hour week. They have 14 hours of work a day with 11 hours drive. But the FMCSA, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but FMCSA is trying to come up with new rules where they do away with the 14-11 clock. So I don't know what's going to come of that. I got to do a little more research on that. But yeah, that's pretty much where we stand right now. If all goes well, I will be running with RTI by the end of next week. So I'm obviously not going to make the Monday orientation. I should make Wednesday's orientation as long as she gets me approved by Monday or Tuesday morning. I'll get a call from the travel coordinator to set it up. I understand they can rent you a car depending on where you live and let you drive there. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to rent a car from here. It's about a week to 7-day drive from here to Kansas, through Canada, depending on road and weather conditions. So yeah, that's how I'm going to work. I'm going to have to fly. Can't take a bus from here to there. Can't take a train from here to there. So we're going to have no choice but to fly. I might have to fly myself down to Dallas and catch a flight from Dallas to there. I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, if anybody has any experiences with RTI or Riverside Transportation Incorporated, please leave a comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you guys, how you guys feel about it, what you guys think of it. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Or what? How long is this video? 30 minutes roughly. So yeah, I've been trying to keep them around 30 minutes. Make them bite-sized, make them more easily for you guys to spend the time watching my videos. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, smack that subscribe button so you help the channel out. Leave a comment below. Like I said, let me know what you think about RTI. If you have any experience with RTI, let me know, because please. I have a lot of unanswered questions right now, so I'm kind of going into this blind. They've been kind of limited on the information they've been giving me. It's paid orientation. They You get breakfast and lunch on them, dinner's on you. Obviously, look at his places. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see how it goes when things are going. And hopefully, next time I talk to you guys, it'll be on my way down to orientation. All right, as always, keep it between the ditches. Keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. I'll see you out there on the highway and go Army, beat Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.